What's up everybody, it's me, R3D2, and we're back for a new Star Wars Empire War modding tutorial. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to add a hangar or a fighter launch bay to a ship and how to actually make it work in the game. Now, this is actually probably the most simple modding tutorial I've ever done because you only need the XML files for the game and of course the mod folder, but I guess that goes without saying. You need to create a new mod folder first. New folder. We're just going to call this one Hangar because I did not spell that correctly. Hangar. And create a new folder called data inside of it. Now, the XML files for the game, I'll leave a link to the download for this in the description of this video, but you drag them into your data folder. Now, you go into the XML folder and find the hardpoints file, which is located right here, the hardpoint file, and the file for the ship that you want to add a hangar to. In this video I'm going to be adding a hangar to the Nebula B frigate, but you can add it to any ship. So we need to go space units, frigates, Nebula B. Okay, so first you need to find a hardpoint pre-coded that is a launch bay. So here we go, Star Destroyer Fighter Bay. You just copy this, just copy the Fighter Bay text. Now you need to find the Nebula B hardpoints. Search and find it like that. Okay, so now you scroll down, or you can just put this in wherever you want, but I'm going to put it towards the bottom where it usually goes in this stuff. Now you replace Star Destroyer with Nebulon HP Nebulon Fighter Bay. Okay, now, so the attachment bone is spawn 00 on here, but the Nebulon B does not have a bone like that, so what you need to do is you need to put on root. So this bone, every Empire at War model has a root bone because it's installed automatic. It's put automatically on there when the model is created. And now you just have to paste this into the hardpoint section of this. So it says hardpoints, Nebula B, weapons, engines. Put a comma behind engines and paste it in there, save it, and that's it. That is literally all you have to do to add a hangar to a ship. Now, that's not all that has to be done though. The hangar hardpoint has been coded and is ready to be used, but there's a few more things that we have to do first. I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about in here real quickly. So as you can see, we have a Nebulon B frigate here, and if I hover over it, there is a hangar bay hardpoint here. Because it's been coded in.
We suspect that this planet's defenses could be very powerful. We're counting on you to remove all enemy forces protecting the planet, to allow our ground forces through.
Okay, thank you for that. But as you can see here, it's not on the ship because the root bone is down here. Now, this is not really a problem. It won't affect how the bone works and will still spawn fighters, but this is a problem because then the bone can't be targeted. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make it spawn fighters. We have the hard point here, or rather, we had the hard point. I'm just going to put it here. Okay, yeah. So we have the hard point here, and it works, but we need to find a way to make it spawn fighters, which I already know how to do this. So essentially, what you need to do is you need to go down here to space behavior. This basically dictates what this thing is capable of doing. Somewhere in here, it doesn't matter where you put it, but you have to put it in here. Put spawn squadron. This will give it the ability to spawn fighters. Now you have to give it fighters to spawn. So you need to scroll down to something that has fighters. For instance, the Victory Star Destroyer. Now you just copy this. This code here is the fighters, basically the fighters that it will deploy. Now you scroll back up and you paste this pretty much anywhere, but I like to put it right next to the hard points. There's no real reason for that. So, fighter complement. So obviously we don't want our Nebula B frigate spawning TIE interceptors. So we need to replace this with Rebel X-Wing Squadron. Now it has to be typed exactly like this, otherwise the game won't recognize it. Just replace TIE interceptor with Rebel X-Wing. And Let's turn that down because the Nebula MB is not as big as a Victory Star Destroyer. So now, also, it will not have any reserves for bombers. This basically, starting spawn units, this is what it will spawn at the beginning, and this is what it will spawn once those units have been destroyed. So obviously it's not going to be spawning TIE bombers, so we just need to add Y-Wing Squadron. There we go. There we go. Now when we boot it back up, the Nebula B should spawn one Rebel X-Wing Squadron and one Rebel Y-Wing Squadron. Okay, and it worked. See? The X-Wings.
Squadron reporting.
And in a second,
we're advancing on the enemy stronghold.
Came out of the
this presence must be eliminated before we can liberate the planet.
However, there's still the problem of this thing awkwardly floating right here. And it's really not a point of having a hard point there because it already has just such a tiny
frigate reporting.
Complement. I'm going to show you how to fix this. So basically what you need to do is go to the hard point itself. So basically here, is targetable and is destroyable. You turn these both to no. Now the hard point will still be there, but it can't be seen. I'll show you in game now. Okay, see? There's no hard point.
Frigate Y-Wing Squadron reporting.
There, but
we're advancing on the enemy stronghold. This presence must be eliminated before we can liberate the planet.
You guys, you don't have to do this if you want to, and if you want to, you can extract the file and like put it on a specific bone, or you can do this on a brand new model. Like you find a Nebula MB model that you like better than the vanilla one, you make a new chip with it. You can just put the hangar bay wherever you want and leave it visible. But that's gonna do it for this modding tutorial. I hope you guys
Weapons
enjoyed
online.
making
Coordinates
Rebel
received.
spawn fighters now, and I hope those of you asking for this video have been helped by this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.